Not many people will realize this, but business is the process of turning human desires, fears, greed, loneliness, insecurity, and hopes into cash flow. This is dark business tactics and how to manipulate people into buying your products and services. What I do is I sell AI websites to tradespeople all around the world. And oftentimes their desires are more money and more time that they have with their families and their friends. And money and time, not many people know this, are the exact same thing. You can buy people's time with money, and if you have enough money, you can buy back your own time. That's how that works. Fears, competition, drowning out, not having enough money, losing relationships, these are fears. Greed of more money, of more time, of more things, of ambitions, of bigger houses, of nicer cars, of buying presents, of more holidays, etc. Loneliness, if you don't succeed in business, you will become lonely. You will have no money. You may become homeless. Loneliness. That's the deepest aspect of it. Insecurity. Am I good enough? Am I worth enough? Am I worthless? If you make money, you're not worthless anymore. And hope of a better future, a better car, a better house, a better holiday, a better dream, a better wife, a better husband, or whatever it is. You turn all of these things into cash flow, and that is business. So, for example, when I sell AI websites, I can sell them on having more money, on having more time, on beating the competition, of looking insecure, of looking puny compared to their competition, of hope that their business will get better one day, of greed of earning more money, and of loneliness, of not having to be single because you don't have enough money to go out dating, for example. And so once you understand this, when you're talking to a prospect, right, they will tell you why they're talking to you in the first place, or even if they're on the phone to you. So you just need to ask a couple of questions. So you're digging around. So let's just say for my websites, for example, I'll ask them when they fill out my ad, what in particular about my ad piqued your interest? That's a great question that I love to ask. And then they'll tell me, oh, it was because of, I don't have a website, you seem like a trusting guy. And then I'll ask a deeper question. So why do you think you need a website now after you're not having a website all this time? And then they'll tell me something like, oh, because a couple of customers have asked, oh, have you got a website? And they said no, and they turned them off in terms of going with them as a potential customer. And so that brought up insecurity. Oh, I don't look good enough. My company doesn't look worth enough. My company is worth less than someone else with a website, for example. And so I'll touch on that every time that they're thinking or they're umming and ahhing. I'll say, oh yeah, but you mentioned that you lost business because of this, right? Or like bigger clients, corporate clients, council clients, they won't take you on if you don't have a website, right? You just look like a one-man band, right? And they're like, oh yeah, I do look like a one-man band. So every time they say something, you just want to poke them, poke whatever they brought up in the past. So if it's like more money, yeah, I get that. I can understand without a website, you're not going to get more money because you're not going to get as many inquiries. And so all those customers who are looking around for business, they see you and they can't see anything else other than your Google Maps listing, for example. So they don't have anything else to check out, and everyone does their research these days and they want to go with the best. So the best will have a website, and so you're just going to make more money if you have a website, basically. So you want to touch on that. You want to touch on the greed. You want to touch on that aspect, on a fear or insecurity. You want to say like, yeah, without it, you look inadequate. You look not as good as you could be. You look less professional or less credible. These are things how it works, okay? So this right here is the tactic, a very dark tactic of how to manipulate people into buying. And once you understand this, you just have this sentence in your mind, okay? It's the process of turning human desires, fears, greed, loneliness, insecurity, and hope into cash flow. You can then manipulate your words about the conversations you have to change whatever your prospect is feeling towards what you want your desired goal to be, which is for you to sell them as a customer and have them paying you every single month. Okay, this is the dark tactic. Now I'm going to show you how to find leads, build sites, and collect cash. And just to prove this is working, this is my Stripe account right here. I'm going to load it up. You're going to see that I have been doing this for about a year. I've got 30 customers paying me £50 per month. As you can see, that just loaded. It's my Stripe account. I'm jigging it around. It's not AI. As you can see, I'm on just under £1,500 per month here. I'm actually over because a couple of customers pay me outside of Stripe, but my monthly recurring revenue over 1,500. So it's worked for me up to this point, guys. Now, this lead sniper here, if you don't know how to get leads, this is where you want to go to. Lead Sniper. It's a Google Maps scraping software. You search, for example, this is how it loads up, Lead Sniper. It's a Google Chrome extension. You type in the niche you want, in the town or the city you want, and then in the country you want, and you start that. It scrapes a massive long list of leads. I'm going to go here, and it opens up something like this, which will be an Excel file that you can download. And then in this website column, you'll see that this one, and this one do not have websites. The list continues on and on, but you can then call this one, and call this one and say, hey, I know you didn't have a website, seeing if you might want me to send you a demo link of one I've made for one in your industry. At that point, you then go to Go High Level, which is this here, which is where I'll build my websites, and I've loaded up a template here. Guys, this is a template of a solar website. I can change everything around. I can put, write whatever I want there, change all the images, change all the icons, change all the text, change all the reviews, change all the company details, everything, so it's personalized to each and every company. Then I just save that, and then when I would publish, and I can connect it to someone's domain there, or I can help them buy a domain after pressing publish here as well. It is the simplest business to sell AI websites, because there's thousands, if not millions of businesses without websites right now, and you could be capitalizing on this right now. If you want the full play of how I'm doing it, from a truck driver, I've built this entire business from my truck driving cab, okay, and that's 30 customers. So I'm still, alongside my job, building this. When I get to about 100 customers, that's $5,000 a month. I'll be quitting my job and I'll be doing this full time. And I'm teaching over 200 members so far how to do the exact same thing. Inside this group, you'll see where it says settings, it'll say join now. So click that and join now. Then once you get inside, there'll be a classroom. You can check out all this free content here. These are all the course modules. That's an overview video of exactly how to do it step by step. And this is each step in meticulous detail, so you cannot go wrong. It's just literally copy exactly what I do and you'll get this too. So if you want access to that for free, go to here, which is the link in the description, how I grew my Skool website design business. And I will help you for free. I'll even help you get your first 5 customers for free as well, because once you get your first 5 customers, then you can get the next 500 by yourself. I hope that helped, guys. Click the link below and I'll see you inside the free Skool group.